Hi, I'm Troy Henninger, principal of Brunswick High School, and I'd like to welcome you to Hey Brunswick. Hey Brunswick is a monthly video podcast where we will be sharing news and events from Brunswick students and staff, plus opportunities for community connection. We hope you will join us and see what our Brunswick High School staff and students are up to. Joining us today is Andrew Lardy, our Community Outreach Specialist.
Hi, I'm BHS Community Outreach Coordinator Andrew Lardy. Welcome to the first episode of Hey Brunswick. To cap off the season, a variety of Dragon teams participated in state championship competitions, including our cross-country, golf, and both boys and girls soccer teams. After a truncated regular season, some members of the football team also reconvened with the support of volunteer coaches to wrap up their season with an inter-squad scrimmage they called the Dragon Cup. Thanks to all our fall athletes and coaches for your dedication this season, and we hope to see you all back next year. Orange and Black is a roundup of BHS news that appears monthly in the print edition of the Times Record with sponsorship from Hammond Lumber. Here are a few highlights from the December edition. Wild Oats owner Becky Shepard recently visited 3 sections of business math with Mr. Farrell to dispense sweet and savvy advice. Ms. Shepard provided a real-life illustration of the class's unit on how to start a side hustle business without going into debt. Ms. Shepard, who is in her 4th year of meeting with business students, will also be a touchstone as the classes move on to learn about building a brick-and-mortar business. Live theater returned to BHS the weekend of November 19th, with the BHS Players' production of the Tony Award-winning Peter and the Starcatcher. This high-flying musical comedy played to packed but masked audiences in Crooker Theater. Ms. Gardner extends her gratitude to the whole cast and crew for their hard work and dedication to bring this show to our community. The newly formed BHS mock trial team went to court on November 13th in its first ever competition. The BHS team delivered credible performances in 2 separate trials against Casco Bay and perennial powerhouse Cape Elizabeth, with all of our performers receiving scores in the mid-range or higher. Team advisor Mr. Lynch said that the experience allowed the team to see where they are and where they need to get in anticipation of next year's state competition. BHS teacher and award-winning author Brandon Dudley was recently feted at a book launch to mark the publication of his new work, Hazards of Nature Stories. Dudley's collection of stories was the winner of last year's chapbook competition sponsored by the Maine Writers and Publishers Alliance. After hearing excerpts of several stories at the event, sophomore Nate Wayne said, "It's cool to see the other side of Mr. Dudley's life." On a recent Friday morning, members of BHS's Civil Rights team arrived extra early to create a festive atmosphere in the school foyer for the first annual Day of Welcome. Civil Rights team is a program launching all over the state with support from the Maine Office of the Attorney General. BHS student leaders said their goal is to promote awareness of the diversity within our school and to ensure all students feel seen and feel safe for who they are. BHS music programs held a variety of festive performances. Let's listen to a few bars of the concert band's rendition of Amparito Roca by Jaime Tejidoro. In mid-December, the BHS Library launched its Winter Open Mic Series with poetry, prose, and music performances from students and staff. Performers included slam poems from freshman L.P. Grady, stand-up comedy from junior Adam Hoffman, a bilingual tune by Mrs. Frances Taylor, a reading from Mr. Dudley, and a great John Prine song from Mr. Porter. Well, that's it for this episode of Hey Brunswick. We're always looking for new material from BHS students and staff to share with our community. To have your artwork, music, writing, or club announcements featured, please reach out to either me or Mr. Weed. Thanks for watching.
Hey Brunswick is a monthly video podcast where we will be sharing news and events from Brunswick students and staff, plus opportunities for community connection. We hope you will join us and see what our Brunswick High School staff and students are up to.